Today, I'm sharing my biggest mistake as a real estate agent and what you can do to avoid it. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Beth Shields, and I'm a real estate agent and a real estate coach. My goal is to help you build the business of your dreams and to become a successful real estate agent. As we learn and we grow through our businesses, we all make mistakes. Our goal is to take those mistakes, learn from them, and grow from them, and not make them happen again. Today, I'm going to be sharing my biggest mistake as a real estate agent and how I have learned and changed my behaviors from that. My goal in sharing that with you is so that you don't make the same mistakes I have. About a year ago, when I've been in the business 8 years, I had someone reach out and ask me to show them a home. I happily scheduled that home. We walked through the home. It didn't really fit what they were looking for and didn't meet their needs. We went and popped into a home here or there, took some time to see if these homes would really work for them, but we really never settled in on what they were looking for or making sure that these homes really were fitting what they were looking for. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure that I knew exactly what they were looking for other than location. In hindsight, I know that I did not take the steps to properly pre-qualify my clients. And when I say that, I'm not talking about their financial position. I am talking about I did not take the steps to educate myself on how to best serve them. We viewed probably 3 or 4 different homes. None of those really met what they were looking for. My clients would send me the homes, and instead of me setting them up on a search to email them the homes, I just would schedule whatever home they sent me, and then we would go and look at it. It really wasn't what they were looking for, and then we would not look at that home again for a little while. What I've come to realize is that it is very important that although the information they have access to on the internet is the very same information in my MLS, it's important to our clients that we're creating the value, and that value comes from us taking the time to properly enter them into a search system, and it's emailing them. I know that the information that my clients have access to is very similar to the exact information in my MLS. And I was reactive to my clients. They would send me a home and I would schedule it instead of me being proactive and showing my value and me emailing them the homes or having the system automatically email them a home that met certain parameters. I would wait for them to communicate with me. And how this has turned into what I feel like is probably my biggest mistake is now my client, when people compliment his home or tell him what a beautiful home he has, and it's an absolutely gorgeous home, he tells people that he found his home. And I can look back and see that I did not step up and provide as much value to my client in that area as I should have. So please know that it's important for us to take those little steps and to properly pre-qualify our clients to be able to be providing the value and the worth that we bring as buyers agents to them. In hindsight, I look back and I realized that I went with the assumption that many of us do. Whatever information I have access to, everyone here in Colorado has access to that same information on the internet. And instead of being proactive and getting their information, entering it into my system, I was reactive and I would wait for them to tell me what they wanted to go look at. So now I take the steps to pre-qualify all of my clients. Now, pre-qualify to a lot of people means many different things. I'm not talking about the lending portion of pre-qualifying our buyers. It's very important that we take the time to pre-qualify them. What does that look like? Starting in August, all of us will have to have a signed buyer's agency if you are a realtor with your buyer to be able to show them a home. There's a recent rule that was passed down regarding our buyer's agencies and the communication and representation that we are required to have as a realtor with our clients. That is going to be our first step in pre-qualifying people to be able to take them through the home buying process. The second step will be to set them up on a home search. This is a very simple, easy process. And yes, while they may be able to access that information on all of the big name internet websites, it's still imperative that we are providing them the exact same information. So take 30 minutes, set up a profile for them, and get them set up on an email home search system. It's the simplest, easiest way for you to be able to continue to communicate with your clients. The next step in the pre-qualification process is to have them fill out a buyer questionnaire. A buyer questionnaire can have all sorts of different questions, and it can have all different types of information. Many people use Google Docs. Many people use paper forms. You can even just email them over something. This will ask their name, if it's applicable, their spouse's name, children's names. I also like to find out about their animals, where they're currently living. This helps you to know if they have a home to sell as well, in addition to purchasing a home. This will give you a much clearer picture of who they are and what their intentions are. The next step in the pre-qualification process is to continue to follow up with your clients. Call them, text them, email them, ask them, what are you looking for? How can I help? And continue to follow up with them. If you are unable to find what is in the MLS or what's hitting the system, you can look in other areas. A lot of areas that people don't look in are for sale by owners or recently expireds, all the way up to a year. Sometimes you will find an old seller that is willing to sell their home to this buyer for the right amount of money, and you can help facilitate that sale. So look outside the box in trying to help your clients be able to find what they're looking for. The final step I would recommend is, if you are unable to find what they're looking for through the MLS, through other agents, through for sale by owners, and through expireds, is I would really help your clients to begin to expand their search area. Sometimes it can be within a school district or a certain part of town, or a certain distance within work, driving distance that they would like to stay. So help your clients to be able to find what they might be looking for in another area or another town. This can create value for your clients and show your value as their real estate agent. An additional step in pre-qualifying your clients is to make sure that they have worked with the lender and are pre-approved. Now, this is the point where you want to make sure that they're not pre-qualified. Pre-qualified, anybody can call up a lender and say, this is how much money I make and this is where I work. And they can say, oh yeah, you could qualify for X amount of dollars on a house. To get pre-approved, they have to go through credit checks. They have to have their assets verified. They have their income verified through W-2 and tax returns. And it's a much more lengthy process, and an efficient and good lender could have that completed in just a few hours. And it will make the search process much, much easier. You don't want your buyers to be looking at a price point that actually is not realistic for them, especially with interest rates varying so much right now. I hope this list was helpful and that you are able to learn from my mistake. I have put systems and processes into place to prevent this from happening again, and I hope that you're able to utilize it in your business as well. As we learn and grow, we all make mistakes. Our goal is to learn from them and to do better next time. I hope these systems and processes will help your business be better. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you're interested in learning more about the coaching that I provide to real estate agents, please go down into the comments and click the link below.